Periscope, broadcasting from Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, specifically a location called Eberwhite Woods. This is the last weekend before Periscope is no longer broadcastable, or like no longer a thing, can no longer broadcast Periscope after March 31st. So this broadcast is one of probably several that I'll do before the final day, to say hello and sorry if there's a lot of car noise, to say hello and to encourage anybody who hasn't already come over and join me on Haps to do so. Now, especially if we're only connected through Periscope, please come to Haps so you can continue on the exploring the entomological world with me, continue on this journey to celebrate and discover and dive into the wonders of the insect world. So, hello everybody. Hi, David, and hello, Mr. Ultraman Original. Celebrate bugs. That's right. Haps app has a new field. Totally. They changed some things, I noticed, especially for mobile. And I think that there's still, things are still shifting over on Haps. But when I logged on mobile today and joined someone else's broadcast, I was like, wait, what? Huh? It was pretty different. So it's exciting. There's a lot of change, and the cool thing about it is that we, as early adopters, have a say in how they're forming this platform. And so get on there now and give your feedback, and we can make it how we want it to be. Hello, Eddie. How's it going? Hey, Jeff. How's it going? Edward. Hey. Frank. Hey. David. Dr. Obvious. Hello. Yeah, it looks so different. Haps seem to have changed. Surprise! Are you guys using mobile or the desktop version? Because I was also on the desktop today, and that one seemed pretty usual. So, Vampire, awesome! So when you come over, Gothic, please use my referral code, okay? Because right now there's a sort of promotion that Haps is doing where the person with the most referrals by the end of the month gets $1,000, and then after that, second place gets $500, third place gets $250, and so on until 10th place, where you get $25. So help me spread the word of bugs and support the Bugscope through joining and using my referral code, and then also getting your friends to join, getting your siblings to join, getting your parents to join, getting your children to join, getting your friends to join, getting your significant other to join. Hello. So, yeah. Ben, hello. I miss ANS. I'll be back at the end of the month to Philly. So yeah, Mourning Cloaks. So today, the theme is Mourning Cloaks because I want to find one, and I hear that there are mourning cloaks flying around in this wooded area in Ann Arbor. You can see it's not pretty popular walking area for Ann Arborians. I don't know if that's a word. But I heard from someone that they saw mourning cloaks flying everywhere in here a little bit earlier this week. Unfortunately, the sun is not out, and I feel like the sun would be a nice, like something that would really draw out the butterflies. And, bugs love the sun because it allows them greater freedom to control their temperature. So they can fly into the sun if they want to warm up. They can fly out of the sun to cool down a bit. Thanks, David. I appreciate you a lot too. And yay, thanks Gothic Vampire for subscribing. Oh yeah, Brood X area. That's right, Jeff Spicoli. This is also in the zone of Brood X cicadas, the periodical cicadas that emerge every 17 years. So I definitely will be doing a broadcast on them too. But that won't be until May. Let me get my mask out because there are a lot of people who come through this area. Just in case anyone gets too close. Okay. The words are off on mobile devices, yeah, but they're active on browsers. Yeah, I wonder what that turnaround is going to be too, but we'll see. So the mourning cloak what we call the Camberwell beauty over here? Yes, it is. Yes, that's right. So the mourning cloak is Nymphalis antiopa, and it has two different common names depending on where on the planet you live. That's right. Yeah, so we'll see if we see any. I might come back when it's sunny. I don't know if it's sunny tomorrow yet. I have to check the weather again. But I've never seen one myself in the wild. But the mourning cloak is one of the first butterflies that we see. We'll hang out with this tree here. The mourning cloak is one of the first butterflies that you see in the summer because they overwinter as adults. So as soon as the weather gets nice, they're able to just start flying, and so it's a sure sign of spring when you see the mourning cloak out. Sometimes they'll come out from their location, their hibernation or diapause location, even before all the snow melts. So I'm not exactly sure what the window is of when they're active. I don't know how. I'm not quite familiar with that, but maybe we'll find out. I think it's into the spring. So they're in the butterfly family Nymphalidae. Nymphalidae are the brush-footed butterflies, and monarchs are in this group. Um, admirals are in this group too, if I remember correctly. And any butterfly that looks like it has four legs when it sits still is in this family Nymphalidae, because that first pair of legs is modified to be like sort of more sensory organs. That's the beauty of being a bug. Your body plan is 6 legs, which means you can afford like using a pair of those legs for something else. You don't need to walk on all 6 legs, and you can use some of those legs for other purposes. So, so unfortunately I can't guarantee that we're going to see one as we walk around the forest here, but I did want to check in, and like the purpose of this is to go look for one, and hopefully we'll find one. But also it was very easy to call this broadcast Mourning, Cloaks, and Periscope, since we're mourning, at least I'm mourning, that Periscope is coming to an end on the 31st. Hello, Abe. Looks chilly there. It is somewhat chilly here. So hopefully it's not too chilly for the butterflies, but without the sun, it very well might be. Good to see you as well. David says it's a seriously rare migrant here in the UK. Never seen one. Ooh, yeah, it's not that uncommon here, but I just haven't been out at the right place at the right time. So we'll see. So this is another reason why it's important to make sure that there are fallen logs and like a lot of variation, and not a perfectly clean, sterile yard habitat. This is one reason to leave the logs when they fall, because this butterfly, the mourning cloak, is one of those butterflies that use the little nooks and crannies that you find in like loose bark or in logs and things like that. That's where it goes to hibernate. And I'm very curious, since it does hibernate as an adult, or go through diapause as an adult, I'm very curious as to how climate change will be affecting their populations. Like, will they start to move northward because they rely on the winter to be like to sustain their diapause? Because sometimes if there's a lot of thawing and mild weather, it results in a lot of extra energy that's expended that otherwise wouldn't need to be. So winter is important. Okay. We'll be mourning all afternoon and evening. Yes. Wear a mourning cloak or find a mourning cloak. Yeah, so once again, it's in Europe. It's also in North America. And it might be other places too, but I know that those are the two primary places you can find them. So definitely, if it was sunny out, I'd be looking in the sunny patches for the butterflies, but it's not sunny out, so maybe I'll flip the camera a little bit. I'm always not totally sure whether to have the camera flipped or not, but I'll flip it. Here we go. That's why it's good to leave the leaves. That's right, Dave. So another cool thing about this area is that there is, I don't know which way I'm going, so hopefully we'll get there soon. There is, the salamander migration happens here. I might do a broadcast on that tomorrow night, because tomorrow night, if you're like, what's the salamander migration? Well, guess what? I'm not familiar with the salamander migration too, so I have the same questions, because they're vertebrates, not invertebrates. But basically, during the first spring rains, the salamanders. And let's see, maybe we can find one if we lift something up over here. Let's lift something up and see. Oh, this isn't very old. Anyway, actually I'll flip it because there's people walking down. I don't want to get them in frame necessarily if they don't want to be. So during the first spring rains, the salamanders use the opportunity of the wetness and the warmth to go down to the ponds where they were born. Basically, they go down there and they spawn and lay eggs and to continue their life cycle. And so it's synchronized by those early spring rainy nights. And so check the area near you. Maybe you have this occurring near you in your local wetland areas. And I'll share some of it on Instagram too. David says, this is my third online butterfly thing today. Nice. What were your other things, David? If anybody wants to pop on the broadcast, you're welcome to as well to chat about Periscope, or if you've seen Mourning Cloaks, or definitely very fun to see little plants popping up from the ground in the spring. That's really pretty. I don't know what it is, but really beautiful leaf. Looks like it's tie-dyed. Yeah. Bunch of them coming up. Oh, they're all over the place here. Yep. Huh. I'll have to come back and look into this. Hello, Mert. Hello. I see that you're saying hello over on Periscope/Twitter. So part of me broadcasting this weekend is inviting you over to join on HAPS, which is where I'm moving once Periscope shuts down. You can find my referral code for HAPS, and please use it because they're doing a little promotional, like whoever gets the most referrals before the end of the month gets some HAPS swag, and also there's monetary awards as well. Like the first place person gets 1,000, which I'm probably not gonna get because the person who's currently in first place has, like, last I checked, which was like 2 days ago, so it's probably more than this now, has like 200 referrals, and I think that I'm in like 17th place, but I'm not that far away from like 6th place, so there's hope. I still haven't tapped into all the places, so if you choose to join HAPS, please, you can find my referral code in my what's it called? My bio. I was trying to think of the name that, I'm blanking out on the name of the website that I use to have all those links. Linktree? Linktree. I think that's what it is. So swag, yeah. They have HAPS hoodie, HAPS t-shirt, and HAPS mug. And actually, I kind of want the HAPS mug, but that's like, yeah. So we'll see. I wonder if I can request it. Why not get the HAPS mug, and then I'll put a sticker on it to make it insectified. Here we go. So no butterflies. That's the risk of doing a broadcast with animals, is you don't always know, especially if they're wild, if you're gonna find them. But here's the pond, which apparently it's way lower. They're currently number 22. Okay, thanks, David. Here's the pond where the salamanders have been traveling for their migration. And apparently the pond is way lower than it normally is, according to a local government employee. But let's go a little closer and check it out, see if we see anything swimming around in the water. There's a ton of spring peepers here at nighttime. And I'll carefully balance and walk out onto the log. Whee! All right. So now we are standing on the log. Ah! Good thing my selfie stick has good grip on my phone. Knock on wood. Lots of pond plant on the surface of the water. Yes, all Yes, 22 is decent, but I need to. My goal is to get at least 6th place if possible, so I have a ways to go. So, um, I got my cousins to sign up. I don't know if any of them will use HAPS, but I hope they do. I will encourage it. I have some cousins who sing. My brother is a singer. And yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't see any critters. It's definitely also hard to look for things, look for critters while doing a broadcast as well. Sure, Nikki. Yeah. Hi Dave, I'm using the iPhone XS. It came out like 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So how far are these woods from you? They're super close. I walked here. Yeah. So I definitely feel lucky to have this little wooded space nearby. The I do wish it was a bigger wooded area. Like I definitely can hear a lot of traffic. Actually, in an arbor is surrounded by highway, so um, it's a little hard to find. I know a lot of people these days aren't bothered by highway sounds, but I'm, I guess you could say, a little auditorially sensitive and not a fan of white noises. Ramona is, so it's a tricky dichotomy there. But um, we did find a spot that's somewhat more quiet and sheltered from the highway noises. Yeah. Extended backyard. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. It might be a nice goal to just like walk here every day. But I'll definitely be here tomorrow night, like I said, for the salamander migration. So I posted a little video of it because we came out here 2 nights ago. And I posted the video of it on Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, I think this is going to be way too noisy for people to come across without a warning. So I deleted it and I'll repost later. But it was hurting my ears, all the spring peepers, the little tiny little frogs that sing like crazy at this time of year. They sing their little hearts out to attract a mate. And then there's a mix of this like main noise that you hear along with a little more melodic noise, which George, who we ran into, who's a local government employee who works on biodiversity in the city of Ann Arbor, was telling us that the other noise you hear is the males telling the other males to go away. So, yeah. Thanks, David. Hi, Lorenzo. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys too. So yeah, it's very calm here on the pond, and like I said, this part of the pond where I'm standing, normally George said there's a drought. We didn't get enough rain this March, so that's way lower than what we would expect it to be. He would expect it to be. There's a little American robin. Thanks. Flatfishness says, what bugs did you see today? So I've seen just a couple of tiny little things hopping around and little flies um, on the leaves when we looked at those spring leaves that were popping up from the leaf litter. We can look closer for some things. I have my macro lens on me. Uh-oh, did it fall off from me? Oh, here it is. I have my macro lens, so we can take a look. Let's go take a look under a log. The other thing that I saw too when we came out here for the salamander migration was there are a lot of carabid beetles. So carabid beetles are ground beetles. They're the beetles that you'll find usually under logs when you flip them, or just scurrying across the ground as fast as they possibly can run. And they usually are black and shiny, or brown and shiny, and they have grooves sometimes on their back as well. And sometimes you can see they have decently sized mandibles in the front too. They're predatory. They'd be considered beneficial by any gardener. And they have wings, but oftentimes they don't use them so much because they're just so, like, their life is on the ground. And so they just don't use it that much. Hi, Walter. How's it going? Hi, Ramon. No morning cloaks yet. I think I missed the window here because it was a little bit sunny earlier, but now it's not sunny. Oh, there's ducks on the water. You guys want to see? Let's go look at the ducks. I mean, no unusual ducks that I know of, but a mallard and a female and a male mallard duck that look like they're enjoying the pond. Let's see. So yeah, hi Walter, hello. Are there bells ringing or is that my end? That's my end. Those are church bells ringing. Yeah, there's a church nearby. I like hearing them. In the area where I grew up, there were church bells that rang. So the female is the brown one, and the male is the flashy, dressed in black tie, one that's following her with green, shiny green, but you can't see it so much in this light. But he has a shiny green head and kind of a black and white sort of body, and kind of just keeping an eye out and following her around as she grazes in the pond. Can you imagine floating on water and sticking your head into the water to eat your food? Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. That's a Bugscope TM mask. Yeah. Yeah, the mask that I had was made by Ramon's mom. Walter says, when a duck browns in the oven, that's known as the Maillard reaction. Ooh. So, very calm ducks. It kind of looks the way that they move, like they're moving through thick water, thick substrate. Oh, look at them. Now the male's taking the lead. I wonder if they think I'm going to feed them, because they are coming closer to us. Lorenzo says, in Italian we call that duck species Germano Reale for some reason. What's the English translation for that? Hi guys. You're coming to say hi to us on the Bugscope. Do you guys like bugs? Do you guys have bugs on you? I'm talking to the ducks right now, in case you guys didn't know. They might have some bugs on them. There are bird lice that one of my colleagues at the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia studies. So, came near, now they go, oh, hopping up, waddling that tail. Thanks, Eddie. Have a great day yourself as well. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Abe, you're scared of bugs? What scares you about bugs? Oh, Royal German. I wonder where that came from. Your first out in the field interview. Bugscope is now the Duckscope, currently, until we see a Mourning cloak. Yeah. I get captivated by all the animals out in the wild. I do indeed, I do indeed. Alright. Let's go look under a log and then we can turn it more into a Bugscope. How about that? Alright. Okay, just looking at, I always take a moment to look around in case there is something moving around me that is a bug or something interesting that I didn't see yet. I don't see anything off the top right away, so here. Do my puns quack you up? Ha ha ha. I love puns. You know who else liked puns? RD. I hope RD is doing well wherever they are. Okay, let's look under this log and see what we see. It's right by the water, so that's pretty interesting. There's some ants. Those are some red ants. Whoa, the ducks just flew away. They got spooked by something. Some red ants all hunkered down, and some eggs of some kind. Probably slug eggs, but I don't really know my eggs very well. The ants are pretty chill for me lifting the roof up. Abe, oh, good old RD, yep. David says, I'm a glutton for pun. Ish meant too. Haha, it can definitely seem like punishment sometimes for some people. Abe says, I'm 71. Oops. And when I was 5, a bug landed on my hand and I've been scared since. Oh no! Did the bug do something or it just startled you or what? Do you know what kind of bug it was? Alright. Looking around. There's a little American robin. Do you guys be familiar with them? If you are in the USA, you better be familiar with them. But if you're not, here's our American robin. Hello, American robin. How are you? It's getting a little nervous by us getting close to it, but I'm not going to walk right up to it. Okay. Looking for things to eat. We'll zoom in here too for a nice little look at it. Oh, it went out of view. Okay. It's definitely peaceful out here. I ought to take a walk here every day. Is that a spring peeper? Sounded like it. Beep. But they're mostly nighttime active. Yeah. Definitely smells nice, the air. Alright, let's try another log somewhere. But which log to try? I see a fly. Abdullah, how are you? And Bioweapon, hello. I see you guys are saying hello from Periscope or Twitter, probably Periscope, but please, 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 click the link in my bio, use my invite to sign up for HAPS, and join me over here since Periscope will be no more on the 31st of March, so we can stay in touch, okay? Thanks, yeah, it's nice out here. Knowledge. Temperatures like in the 50s, chilly. A little chillier than I'd like it to be. It just startled you, I guess, says Abe. Have you had many? So right now, for anyone who's popping in now, Abe was saying that they are scared of bugs. So we're exploring that a little bit as I walk around to look for some bugs out here. I guess my next question for you, Abe, is have you... Oh, the sun's coming out. Good. Maybe we will see a mourning cloak butterfly, but also we'll see. Have you had many insect experiences or interactions since? Like, have you handled any bugs since then or anything like that to try to form new happy memories? Of course, in a supportive environment, because sometimes when things scare us, that's when we need a little extra like support or guidance from people who are comfortable and can offer that guidance and direction and support. So if you're nearby, I'd give you one of my pet cockroaches to meet and become friends with. Welcome to Blue. Hello. Wait. Oops. My app switched over. Back. Forested areas are active both day and night. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is. I heard one. I hear one right now. I think it's a peeper, unless it's something else. But not in the edges. Yeah. Steve, welcome to Blue, says not a climax forest yet. No, it's very much just a big forest edge. It feels like I can see houses on almost every side of me except for that side. The south side, I think. Yay, Aaron! Thanks for joining HAPS and using my referral code. Welcome. I got the notification. Thanks, guys, for joining. Hopping over. Michael, hi. Lovely to have you here, Abdullah. Have you seen any interesting bugs recently? And hi, Michael. Hope that has it. Wait, what's it called? Breakage? What's it called? The spring in Alaska is called breakage. that what it's called? I forget off the top of my head. Betty, how's it going? Abe says, I wish you were here when a palmetto shows up. I think I know what bug you're talking about. The really bright ones. But I'm also not totally familiar with them. Where are you located in the world, Abe? Are you in California? And then Welcome to Blue says, yeah, but can still be a climax forest. 50 more years, all those beech trees will be the dominant ones. Ah, okay, I see. Cool. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with forest succession, because I would maybe like to be. Breakup. The breakup. Thank you. That's what spring is called in Alaska. Are any of the trees budding? Not really. Don't really see buds on the trees. Maybe the very beginnings of them. Like not really at all. Here's a little tree. And maybe right there. But it's really the very, very beginnings. So yeah, most likely be a beech. They should all be budding since they didn't pop flowers yet. Yeah. I don't know. If you want to pop on the broadcast, Steve, come on over. Chat about the forest with me. Teach me. Teach me. Yeah. Here's some really nice habitat. Loose bark right here. Like, I wonder if this is good habitat for a mourning cloak butterfly. But nice little spaces for critters to hide. But I don't see any critters right now. Here's some more pond area. Good habitat for wood frogs. Yeah, it's deafening. Peepers at night are deafening. I'm looking for a log to flip over to look for carabids, ground beetles, and I haven't found one that's small enough and old enough to flip over yet. So we shall see. Oh, I just heard a peeper. I think. Oh no, that was a bird. Never mind. Alex, you will subscribe. Yay! Join Haps. Use my referral code and join Haps. Yay! Stay in touch when Periscope goes away. So, I'm sorry if, like I said, I'll probably broadcast every day between now and the 31st of March. So I apologize if it's inconsistent with my normal posting, where I usually am just coming live once or twice a week. But I will try to do insect-themed broadcasts each day. Now that spring is here, I can find bugs. Today's a little, was more of like a hit or miss broadcast with finding the mourning cloaks, but the sun is coming out, so maybe. Steve, do you have any tips for finding mourning cloaks? Steve is super knowledgeable about butterflies. So maybe you have some tips for me. So I've never found one before. This over here is a nice. More Issa this week, yay! Here's a nice, like, little nook and cranny that something can hide in for the winter. Here's some. Ooh! I found a hole in the tree in the ground. What is in here? I don't know. Wow. Oh, it doesn't go that far, does it? I can't tell. Maybe it's all filled in and old. Okay. Sorry if my videography just there was not great. My bad. Yes, open sunlight patches in the forest and luck. Luck. Yeah, someone on one of the community groups was saying that they saw mourning cloaks everywhere in here earlier this week, which is why I chose this location. But the sun is not quite cooperating, but it's coming out a little bit now, so there's some hope. We have some hope. Hopefully we get some luck. You're a biologist too, says Alex. Oh, it's nice. What do you study in biology? Fire ecologist Steve, that's right. Steve is a fire ecologist, so he knows the forest and the insects and the effects that the forest has on the insects and just exploring that realm. So I gotta bring them on soon. You'll be a guest soon with me, right, Steve? Are you gonna be going to any burns this spring? Because you could even join us live during one of those, which would be super cool. That'd be very exciting. All right, guys, ready for a cool view? Hello! Yay, selfie sticks. Being able to put selfie sticks in strange places, like in the hollow of a tree. Oops, sorry for the shakiness. You know, I was going to use my, what's it called, gimbal today, but the batteries are out. So the next broadcast I walk around with, I will hopefully be using my gimbal to help. I know that it's limiting for some people who can't handle the shakiness. They can't join me on these broadcasts because it's too shaky. And I can definitely sympathize with that since I'm a little more sensitive to those things from my concussions that I've gotten the last several years. So, thanks. Yeah, like my accessories. Bouncing, but we'll keep stream ups. Thanks, Steve. So I have it currently, David, like I just mentioned. So maybe you were typing and I was answering at the same time on a selfie stick right now. So if I go like this, you can see the selfie stick. Oh, you can't right there, selfie stick. But my gimbal the battery's dead, so I'll charge it for tomorrow. Wow, I'm gonna show you guys this. It's very pretty. I'm showing you this wood. It's very pretty. Look at those patterns. You can see all the lines and the strength and the structure that helps go towards making a big, strong tree. Guys, I found a bug. I found a columbella question mark on here, so it's very tiny, probably too tiny even for my lens, but I will try to show you anyway. So here's a little bug. Walking around the wood. Not totally sure that it's columbella, but it's my best guess. Open to suggestions. Hi, little bug. Look at those little antennae and its little tiny feet. Just exploring the world around it. Have you ever studied a rhea bird? No, but wait, are they in South America, Swift Beats? Hi, Swift Beats. How's it going? Vermon, who's here in the chat, unless he's left, has seen and photographed rheas in Chile. So, looks like a springtail to you too, Steve. Cool. Thanks for the collaboration on identifying this insect. Yep, CD, ED, BD feet. It's going to be a broadcast in the future, you guys. I'm just going to have the letter C, the letter D, the letter E, the letter T, the letter B, C, D, E, D, B, T, feet. And then we'll be looking at insect feet that day. That goes way back to like elementary school for a title. Where's that bug? I'm like zooming out and I lost it. Do you guys see it still? It could have jumped away when I made that movement just now. I think it jumped. I do not see it. All right. Sunlight is getting to me. All right, let me catch up on the comments. Treetop Flyer Craig, wait, have you signed up on Haps yet? If you haven't, come on over. Good news, I got an iPad so I can follow you on Haps now. Yay! Wait, Craig, have you signed up for Haps yet? And if you haven't, please use my referral code. It's in my link in the bio. David also says it looks columbelan. Excellent. Oh, there was a question about rheas from Swift Beats asking, have you ever studied a rhea bird? If you come over to Haps, Ramon, then you'll see the comments. And why do you ask, Swift Beats? Scrolling down the comments. You were petting the cat when the question came up about Ria's. Yassine, how's it going? Do you guys hear the woodpecker? Listening. Woodpecker over there. And I don't know what's that way. And for some reason my eye's watering up, maybe from the sunlight. Maybe it's a bird or a duck. That's what it sounds like to me. We can try to go look for it, but I can't guarantee we'd find it. What I'm hoping to see are those mourning cloaks. Maybe I missed. So mourning cloaks, as is in the title, for those of you who are popping in now who missed the beginning, mourning cloaks are a type of butterfly. So I put together Mourning Cloaks and Mourning Periscope as today's title, since Periscope is ending soon. If you haven't already, come on over to Haps so we can stay in touch and you can continue to explore the wonderful world of entomology and bugs with me over on Haps. I'm also looking for a piece of wood to flip over to see if we see any carabids or ground beetles. I found one over here that might be a good one to flip. Actually, there's some over here as well. Here, flip the camera. Steve is saying woodpecker males trying to get the ladies. Oh, that's what that is? Since they have no songs, they need to peck as hard and fast as they can. Huh, I didn't know that. That makes sense because I've wondered about their voice. And interestingly, last week I heard one that was super loud and I went over towards it and it was pecking on a dead but hollow branch, and I was like, no wonder it sounds so loud. It was a downy, little tiny beak, and I guess maybe it was a male that was trying to amplify his voice so the females could hear loud and clear. He attracted the Esovator bug. That's right. I was drawn to the sound, the beautiful pecking in the woods. Okay, lift up this log. Maybe I'll lift up a different log. This one is right. Wow, lots of worms. So worms are not native to North America. Earthworms are not. So it's not necessarily a good thing to see all these worms here. So put that back. Alright. David says, I've heard the great spotted woodpecker hammering on metal pylon before. Whoa, effectively loud. Wow, so that one was probably not looking for food, hopefully, and doing that to find a mate. Here's a really nice piece of fallen, decaying wood. Let's see if we see anything interesting around it. Whoops, it's really crumbly. Good stuff, good stuff. Super crumbly. I can't even pick it up properly. What is that? What is that? What is that? Is this a firefly? I think we found a firefly. Ah, someone get Oliver in here. I think this is a firefly that we found. I think I might try to keep it, to raise it. Wow, I think it is. I think that's a, it looks like that's the light organ at the bottom of it there. So I need to rearrange because in my one hand I have my phone, my other hand I have this, and I can't move this around so much. I'll put my lens on. I can't think of that being anything else other than a firefly. Which is cool because I was just asking Oliver, how do you find firefly larvae? It has to be, right guys? What do you think? Someone tag Oliver. I'm gonna try to tag him. At Dr. Actually, I'm not. I think his handle name is the same as on Twitter. location and time. So I'm pretty sure that this is a firefly larva. Zoom in a little bit too. It's gotta be. The pink and the colors and that tail. And David's saying, is that an adult larval form female? So I think the way to tell is the eyes, and I don't have a good view of the eyes right off the bat here. So I will see if I can move it around to get a better view. I wonder if Oliver has raised them before. I need some guidance. I need a mentor to mentor me on properly taking care of these babies. See your face, little guy. Or girl. But I use guy for both genders, though, so both sexes. I think it's I'm gonna guess it's a larva because of this time of the season. Here's another bonus insect. Close your eyes for one moment while I switch the camera if you want. Here's a little leaf hopper of some sort also hanging out. And there's a little worm of some kind up here. But let's go back to the firefly. Hi, firefly. See your head, please. This is awesome. What a find, what a find. Put it in the dark and see if it glows. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. Oh, its head's coming out. It's a little hard to see because the contrast. But the sun is super bright. Larva's all you need. All you need is larva. Do 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 do. All you need is a glowworm larva, a firefly larva. All you need is larva, larva. Larva's all you need. Oh. Sorry, it's not in focus. I'm having trouble trying to keep it in focus. I think it's just the head is so in the sun. I'll put it in the shade. I think the shade will help us see it. Cool. I'm bringing this home for now. Okay. Oops. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna bring it home to try to rear it under the guidance, hopefully, of Oliver, our guest from earlier this week. The only thing is that I don't have a proper container for it, so I'm gonna have to carry it very carefully in my hand. I didn't bring any insect containers, so I'm going to sorry. Alright. So I'm gonna end the broadcast so I can carefully bring it back and make a little terrarium for it. Okay? David says, I wonder if it was feeding on earthworms. Yeah, it definitely is a very earthworm and snail friendly habitat that it's in. So, I bet it's living the life. Living the life. There's no bug you can breed. Wait, there's no bug you can breed that can. Oh, wait. I can't remember what tune that part goes to, Walter, but this sounds like I like these lyrics that you're writing. Oops. David says, successful mission, even if it wasn't the primary one. I agree. Hello, Abe. Yeah, so good to see you all. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'll probably be broadcasting um, each day to help remind our community over on Periscope that we can still continue the fun over here on HAPS. So, um, so yeah, cheers, guys. Take care, and I'll keep you updated. I'll probably take some photos of this little firefly friend we found, and I'll definitely try to see if it glows at nighttime. So, cool. All right, bye, guys. I'll let you know if I see a morning cloak too. What if one just landed here right now? That would be great. But I'll be back to look for more later. Okay, cheers, guys. Have a great weekend. Good to see you all. Take care.